guys, it's Ashley from Ashley Teaches ESL, bringing you new videos every week about getting hired as an ESL teacher, kickstarting your teaching career, and bringing balance to your work and your life. If you are a new applicant or are thinking about applying with VIPKid, you are in the right place because today I am starting my video series about the VIPKid hiring process. So in this first video today, we're going to be going over kind of an overview of the different steps within the VIPKid hiring process because those have changed. There's some recent changes as of January 2020. So I'm going to be talking to you about those changes and bringing you the most recent and up-to-date information about the VIPKid hiring process. Moving forward from that, I'm going to be bringing you a new video every week going into detail about each one of these specific steps. So if you're confused about something in this video, don't worry, there's probably going to be a video about it in a week in the future. So go ahead and make sure you keep an eye out for those up and coming videos. Like and hit subscribe in that bottom right corner so that you won't miss a thing. And let's go ahead and jump right in. So the very first step of the VIPKid hiring process is going to be your basic info form. And what that is just the application part that you get taken straight to as soon as you click on the link. Basically, the purpose of this is just so that VIPKid can verify that you meet their three main requirements, which are a bachelor's degree, 2 years of teaching experience, which does not have to be in a brick and mortar school. It can be anything working with kids, working with summer camp, Sunday schools, nannying, anything like that. I taught karate before and I used that for my experience. So anything where you work with kids, that is considered teaching experience, and you can put that down as your teaching experience. And then the third requirement is just that you're eligible to work in the US or Canada. You don't have to live there, you just have to have eligibility to work in one of those two countries. So it's just for VIPKid to verify all that information and make sure that all your documentation gets processed and is good to go right out the gate. So this seems pretty self-explanatory, but a lot of people actually fail this first basic part of the application because they do it incorrectly. So make sure that you look over it, double check, everything like that. Make sure, especially at the teaching part, that you don't put that you have no teaching experience because your application will not get accepted. So make sure you put any experience that you have working with kids in that teaching experience box. That's one of the most common things I see that people mess up. So once your basic info form passes, you're going to move on to the demo stage of the application process. Oh, look who came to be in our video. It's Sammy, my boy. What's up, dude? For this demo stage, in order to complete it, you have a total of 3 options. You can do the first option, which is to do a live demo where you'll be interviewed by a person, usually in Beijing. They'll ask you a couple questions about your qualifications, and then you'll teach them a short 5-minute demo where they will be pretending to be a student. And you'll teach them the slides that VIPKid will email you ahead of time. The good thing about this is that it's a real person right there, so you can ask them any questions that you have, and they get to see you face to face, and you get to make that personal connection, which is good for an interview. Your second option is to do a recorded demo. And so that will basically be the same 5-minute demo with the same slides that you would have done in the live demo, except you're going to make a recording of yourself teaching it. So there's not going to be a student actually interacting with you. You'll just be pretending that there's a student, and it's just going to be a recording of you. That one is 5 minutes long as well, and you'll have 30 minutes to record it and get it how you want it to be. They'll pick your best out of 3 and that's the one that they'll choose and decide whether you'll be hired or not from. The third and final option, which is the option that I highly recommend to all my referrals, is the new and improved Smart Demo, which is the demo that you will complete right on your phone. So to complete the Smart Demo, you're going to do a 5-question quiz about what it's like to be a VIPKid teacher. So there's a little reading in the beginning, and then you do 5 quiz questions. The 6th question on the quiz will be where you record your demo. The demo is going to be just of you teaching, just like the recorded version. You're not teaching a real student, it's just a recording of you, but you're just going to be teaching one slide for 2 minutes, and that's it. It's super simple, super easy, very straight and to the point. It's a good use of your time, the best and most efficient way to do it, I believe. So that's why I recommend it, and it also gets processed much faster than the recorded and live demos as well. So just all around, it's the best use of VIPKid's time, best use of your time, just the most efficient way to get it done. So I just highly recommend that to all of my referrals. The other ones are just kind of a little bit unnecessary and just take kind of a long time. If you've ever heard about the FastPass coaching days, if you've done any research into that, I will let you know in this video that as of January 2020, those are now a thing of the past. We don't really know if they're going to be coming back or not, but as of right now, we know that the FastPass coaching option is unavailable, and it will not be an option for going through the demo phase of your application process with VIPKid. Once you pass your demo, you'll move on to your mock class, and I put mock classes in parentheses because pretty frequently teachers, well, I would say the majority of teachers actually have to do it at least like 3 or 4 times before they pass. So I just want to preface with that so that you don't get discouraged if you don't pass on the first time. That is normal. If you pass on the first time, like, you are a superstar. That is amazing. Most people do not get it on the first time. So if that is you and you don't pass the first time, just think of it as extra practice instead of like, oh, I really like gotta pass this mock class, because it really is more of a training tool. Pretty much whether VIPKid wants to hire you or not, that pretty much gets decided in the demo phase. And if you're in your mock class phase, you've already passed that. They already know they want to hire you as a teacher. So the rest is more just the protocol of getting your profile and contract set up and doing the training part of your mock classes. So the mock classes are really more to help you and prepare you for your first class with a real student. This is also where you're going to choose what level you would like to get certified in. So depending on what level you choose, whether it's the low level 2 and 3 or the high level 4 and 5, you'll get sent a set of slides that you'll be teaching to your mock class mentor. The mock class mentor will be a current teacher at VIPKid, so if you have any questions about what it's like to be a teacher, I would go ahead and prepare those ahead of time before your mock class, so that you also have time to ask them about any of those questions that you might have. I will let you know that having that teacher, that person who's been in it, who has all the experience, being right there and giving you constant feedback about what you can do better and what you're doing well is so helpful, especially if you've never taught ESL online before. It's so helpful to have that training tool. So you get 3 things in the time of your mock class. You get to talk with a current teacher at VIPKid, you get to teach them a 10-minute demo based on the slides that VIPKid will email you, and then at the end they'll give you feedback, and you'll also receive an email with written feedback about how you did and how you can improve and what you did well. So after passing your mock classes, you're going to move on to your TSOL certification. And what the TSOL certification is basically the Chinese government requires all ESL teachers to have specifically a TSOL. So for example, I had a TEFL certificate, which is just another ESL certificate, but they want you to specifically have a TSOL. So if you did not get a TSOL before starting the application process, you'll go through the VIPKid TSOL and just get your certification through them. Now, it says in the portal that it takes 10 hours to complete. Do not let this intimidate you. It does not have to take 10 hours, nor is it really 10 hours of work, in my opinion. I've seen my referrals go into it and finish in 2 to 4 hours is like a normal range probably. It doesn't take 10 hours, absolutely not. That being said, if you want to knock it all out at once, which is what I did, you do want to set aside a pretty big chunk of time to do that. And if you want to complete it over the course of a few days, that's fine too. Whatever you're more comfortable with, it's completely up to you. Last of all, you're going to be signing your contract and filling out the details of your VIPKid profile. Now, this is a crucial step in starting out your teaching career, because before you've taught any classes, parents have no idea what to go off of and see whether you'd be a good teacher or a good fit for their child or not. So they really have no idea what your teaching style is. You don't have any reviews from any other parents because you haven't taught any other classes yet. So when you're first starting out, the only thing that parents are looking at and going off of when deciding to book you or not is your profile video, your bio, and your profile pictures. So those 3 things need to be top notch. There's a specific way that you can do them in order to maximize your bookings, and I'm going to be going over that when I make my more detailed video about this step. And for this reason, this kind of leads me into just talking about how important it is to have a referral coach guiding you through the VIPKid hiring process. Guys, your success is going to depend on the amount of bookings that you have in the beginning, at least. That's going to determine your success at VIPKid. So you want to be able to get those bookings as quickly and efficiently as possible. And I will let you know that it's a struggle in the beginning. It's hard to stand out among all these 100,000 other teachers who have years and years of experience. It's hard to stand out as a newbie, but I promise you will get it. You just have to make sure your profile is poppin'. So how do you know how to do all these different steps in the most efficient and quick manner, and also with the best outcome for maximum bookings right off the bat when you first start teaching? I highly, highly, highly recommend that you add a referral teacher to guide you along in the VIPKid hiring process. And the reason why is because one of the #1 questions I get from my referrals is, what kind of training resources does VIPKid offer? Pretty much all that's available to you now is they give you the TSOL certification for free, your certifications, and your mock class with your mentor that'll give you feedback. But other than that, it pretty much is up to you to kind of research and figure out the most efficient ways to do that. And that can be really time consuming and take away a lot of time that you could be actually working on creating your profile and efficiently going through the hiring process. If you're having to research how to do it on top of the time that it takes you to actually do it, it just is a lot and it can be overwhelming. So that's why I just recommend that you add a referral teacher. As a referral teacher, I personally would make sure that you get through the hiring process as quickly and efficiently as possible. I'd be by your side to answer any questions that you had. I would be sending you free resources. I have a hiring guide that goes into the details of each of these steps. It's a written guide that you can follow step by step through each little part of the process. I've got free props that I would send to you, just lots of resources. So hopefully, even if you don't add me as your referral teacher, you'll be able to find someone who has a lot of resources that are available to you. So all that to say, if you are interested in any of my free coaching resources, my hiring guide, my free props, any of those things, please use my referral code or my referral link to start your application with VIPKid. Remember that you cannot add a referral teacher after you have already passed your demo phase. So if you are in the beginning stage, it really is best to add me up front so you can go through my hiring guide and fill out your basic info form step by step so you can pass that on your first try. But if you've already done your basic info form but you haven't done your demo yet, still please feel free to add me. I'd love to help you out passing your demo, and then beyond that, getting your profile set up, helping you out with your bookings, all that good stuff. I would love to be a resource for you. The other thing is I strongly believe in being a resource to my referrals after they get hired and teach their first class. So basically, I'm not just going to ditch you after you start teaching classes. If you need my help, you can always come back. You can always ask me questions. If you're not getting bookings like you thought you were, I'll sit down, I'll help you through it. We'll figure out what's going on. We'll get into the details of your profile and maybe what we could do a little bit better to help you get your bookings, or really anything else that you need help with or that you have concerns about. I will forever be a resource and a person that you can come to about those issues, because I want you to succeed in your teaching career in the long term, not just get hired and then forget about you after that. My referral code and my referral link will be in the description below. If you add me as your referral teacher using my link or my code, please, please, please email me afterwards with your name and your contact info, because when I see my referrals pop up in my referral portal on VIPKid, it does not give me any of your contact information. I don't have your email or anything about, or even your full name. It gives me your first name and the first initial of your last name. So I don't even know what your full name is if you just use my code or just use my link. So my email is going to be in that description below. If you decide to add me as your referral teacher, please don't forget to email me so that I can send you those resources. Alright guys, well that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to keep an eye out for next week's video, which is going to be all about how to fill out your basic info form so that you can pass the first time. I'm going to be going into all the details, giving you guys some tips, showing you how to do it line by line, all that good stuff. So make sure to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss those new videos coming at you every week. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!